So what we're going to be doing today is trying to understand any coding environment we have been thrown into.
You have successfully dialed Coder Trader.
So essentially, I have this bunch of this bit of code here. It is quite a lot. To be honest, I'm struggling a little bit to understand what's going on. There's just a lot of functions. The functions are a bit big and meaty. So I'm going to go through my process of trying to decode what is going on. So the first thing I do is, because AI is so cool these days, what I do is I immediately just have VS Code open, and then I pretty much just stick the whole code or use it as context for AI and say, hey, can you just give me a summary of what is going on? And I think that is an important step, maybe an ego thing as well. A lot of coders overlook. They're like, oh, I can understand this on my own. But sometimes if you want to solve things as quick as possible, you've just got to use the tools available to you and be resourceful. So this, and I said, chuck it in a README, and this is the AI summary that Claude gave me. And it's pretty comprehensive. So what I'm going to do is essentially read through all of this, and then it doesn't go into the nitty gritty of what things need to be passed. It gives examples and things like that. But it tells you sort of, okay, steps happening, and also, like, for example, this function and that function, it tells you the general high level overview of what is going on. So that is probably worth having a good read through. But say, for example, we want to go further and we want to start going into the nitty gritty of stuff and understanding how we could modify functions or push the boundaries of whatever the code is, or start modifying it. And you want to get to a place where you're quite comfortable with that. So we'll go into that and see how we can do that. So what you're going to do now is just pull up a terminal and change directories into wherever your project is. And we are going to run a cat file with a grep pipe, essentially. So this is what we want to do. We want to get each of the function headers, right, in whatever you're trying to evaluate. So I'm trying to figure out what is a certain class doing. And then the first step is, let's find out what each function is doing. So we're going to run this command here. So what we're going to do, we're going to cat that file, and which cat just means give us all the, just display that file. Just give us all the text in that file. And then we're going to pipe that. So we're going to put all that information into the grep command. Now the grep is sort of a filter. Now what this is saying is, so all the stuff we got from here, pipe that into here, and then filter the lines, right, where you have def. And so def in Python is just a function, right? So we will run that, and these are all the functions in our file. So we're going to copy that, right? Just going to copy that and then put that either on pen and paper. You can do it with pen and paper, or I'm going to do it with or you can do it in Notion or something like that, or a README file. But I'm just going to do this in this little writing tool here. So what I've done is I've pasted all the functions here, and I'm going to write little explanations under here and exactly get some good understanding there. So I have the code on the left side, and I've got my little window, my journal entry program here on that side. So what I'm going to do is essentially just do a little bit of deep work. I'm going to just get this pen, and let's just start here and understand what's going on with everything. So I'm at a point now where I'm pretty comfortable with the code. I sort of went through here. It's a bit messy, and I've made notes about things and just thought about inputs and outputs of everything and the data types. So the next thing I'm going to do is just go to some of the tests and run some of these over here. Summarize, it was have a look at the code, make an AI summary here from this README, and then grep all the functions. So that's just everything with def in it, and then stick that in one of these, and then just make notes on it. And now I am in a much better place understanding the code.